Doing that heart thing. All right. Okay. How's it going, folks? My name is Dustin Corman. This is my good friend Cole Hermer, and we're How to Rock a Campfire. Today we're going to show you guys an episode of the Singer-Songwriter Showcase. Decided to get my buddy Cole on here to do a few songs for us, a few original tunes, and you're going to see a few of his songs coming out through the weeks as part of our Songwriter Showcase series. Yeah, man. So thanks for helping me out with this whole thing, man. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course, buddy. Welcome to the show.
Thanks. All right. So shall I just go right in it?
So yeah, totally. You can. I figure we're both teachers and you're a teacher, so.
Yeah.
I'd kind of, I wouldn't mind letting you do your whole shtick, and if I have anything to kind of throw in here, I'll just sort of say my idea of what you got going on.
Okay, so you want me to play the song first?
Well, we'll go through it first, and then we'll play the song as a cover after.
Okay, cool. Okay, so the song's pretty simple.
Yeah.
It's a song I wrote waiting at a bus stop, actually. Right. So,
Groovy.
I was kind of going for what does it sound like late at night when you're just sitting by yourself. Whole thing's kind of about expectation. It's about sitting there and kind of going, okay, I'm here. Am I supposed to be there? What am I going back home to?
Yeah. I like the idea of Midnight Daydreams.
Yeah. For
the title, for the whole album.
Yeah.
The song really does set the piece for the rest of the EP that you got going on.
Yeah, it was funny when I was first kind of working with my producer on it. Me and him did we did one session kind of just before, just to kind of pick out, because I'd written about 20 songs.
Yeah, cool.
And I wanted him just to kind of go through and tell me, okay, which
is the best,
what's shit.
Yeah, cool.
And he'd seen me play this song at an open mic, actually, at the Atrium on Tuesdays.
Cool.
And we kind of jammed it a bit, and he eventually kind of settled on, well, it should just be me playing it.
Totally.
So the take you hear on the EP is actually one take.
Yeah, true. Hey, cool.
Which is why we had to do about 50.
Of course, totally. To get the whole thing the whole way through. Cool.
Because it was just me and a metronome, basically.
Cool, man. I love that idea. That's very organic.
Yeah, and to me I wrote it with that kind of idea of it just being this solitary song.
Cool.
So, anyways, it's a fairly simple song. So it starts off, you're going to want a capo on 2.
Yeah, 2nd fret. So the song, while we're playing it, it's technically the key of E, because we're playing a D chord slotted up 2 frets. So it's in the key of E, but when we're looking at it and explaining it, we're actually in the key of, we're going to say it like it's in the key of D, and seeing what you're actually seeing on your fingers instead of what you're actually hearing.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, it starts off A, B minor, G, D, A, G. One thing I like to do just to kind of break it up is have a little, just to kind of break out, because if you just keep it very standard strumming, it becomes a little monotonous.
A little monotonous, I dig that, yeah.
So I kind of have this weird strum pattern where I kind of go.
Yep.
It's a really awkward kind of natural, I guess, to me.
Yeah, it's like you're accenting certain notes.
Yeah.
It's like you're accenting the D, G, and then the high string.
But it's so weird because it's down, up, then up again. The filthy geese in front of Safari Hall make the night dweller feel so small. So cast all your trash in the man-made pond. Find truth and notice writing songs. So then the pre-chorus, or it's not even technically a pre-chorus. It's
sort of like a bridge.
not even a bridge. It's a chorus technically.
Yeah,
from a
I guess
technical
it's all part of
standpoint.
it. Yeah.
And I kind of got the idea from it, from I wanted a similar vibe to "Don't Think Twice, It's Alright" by Bob Dylan.
Cool.
'Cause Bob Dylan's my idol.
Cool. Cool. Same here,
And
man.
I always loved the mood he created with that song. So it starts on D, D7, G, abstract, and that's when we say goodbye. Curfews and pop, tunes beside, and then it goes back to the main kind of chord progression. I laughed and I walked away with a smile.
And then
But-
G on the G.
And I walked away with a smile, the kind I haven't worn in a while. And you just kind of hang on that D.
Right. Yeah. So you're going from that G, and you're basically using your first finger on the second fret to follow down to that E minor.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's of all the songs I've written, it's probably the
You know
one.
what's cool, man, is that like I'm always trying to show in these songwriter things how malleable theory is. It's a lot more malleable than people think it is.
Yeah.
What's interesting is that you've got going from here, you're going from that D to the D7 to the G, and then you're going to the E major chord. And there's since that major chord is in there, you wouldn't think that
E major 7.
E major 7th, right? Now you wouldn't usually think that
I'm
you
a
would
huge
hear
fan
it.
of sevenths.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And I just like that little. What I like about sevenths is that there's this little bit of tension, and it's one of those chords that kind of has a dual meaning almost in the way
Yeah.
when you hear it, right? Like it's happy and it's not. at the
Yeah,
same
because
time.
I dig that because it's the 7th is brought lower than like your
Yeah.
major 7th, anyways.
And
It's
I-
got this bluesy sound.
Yeah.
But still happy like that.
And I always just have this reaction whenever I listen to a record and like somebody has like a nice 7th at the end. There's just instinctively this thing that just goes like.
Yeah. Cool, man. I like that. And what I was gonna say is that it's interesting that you go from the D7 to the G to the E7th, and then the last part of that chorus is D, A, B minor, G, G to the E minor. You've got the E minor and the E major in the same phrasing, and to me that's a perfect example of the fact that like if people are trying to build songs within a certain box, like I'm in the key of D, which means I can't use E major, you know?
Yeah.
Then the song would never have been created. That's basically my point, right?
Well, I think that's a big thing is knowing what you have, but like all the stuff that you talk about, I wasn't thinking about.
Yeah, totally. Of course.
You know,
Which
that's
is
why
interesting. I
you're
get
saying
that,
this, and
man.
I'm like, he's making good points.
Yeah, totally. I get you.
Just I'm like, but that's the interesting thing is sometimes when you have just a natural knack for chords, but you're right. Because I got to because that like builds it right up, right?
Totally.
So
it's just a whole other piece of the song.
yeah, it's not technically a pre-chorus, but it does what a pre-chorus is supposed to do,
Totally.
which builds up to the chorus, right?
Yeah.
And it can do that not necessarily by being louder, but
Just
in
probably
many
a different
songs,
feel.
different feel. But also, there are lots of great songs that have loud verses, a quiet pre-chorus, but that makes that chorus like just that much punchier.
Yeah.
This isn't necessarily an
Yeah,
example.
I get you. I get where you're at, bro. I get you.
But
That's cool though, man.
those sevenths just they create a little bit of a tension and then release.
Yeah, back into the totally.
But wait. Okay, now we're in another place.
Yeah.
And then,
Back to that darker place and then back to the same feel.
but then it resolves itself by going back to that
To the
D.
D. Yeah.
And I've always
Tension and release. Cool.
And I've always been a huge fan of songs that don't have just one thing on the palette. And I think I noticed this week when I was teaching some of my students at the music studio that I work at.
Yeah.
And right now there's this huge flux of 3-chord pop songs.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm not bashing simplicity.
Yeah.
I love simplicity.
Yeah.
I mean, mind you, I am sitting here teaching a D, A, B minor, G chord progression.
Yeah.
And one of the songs we're going to do later literally has 3 chords.
Yeah, that's right.
But what I think some people miss out on is that the chords are the subtext in the way that kind of, if you've ever read an acting script, there's the lines, but they'll have these little things kind of right below, and they'll be in brackets, and they'll say
context.
Yeah, the context. They'll give you the motivation, and that's what real great chord progressions should do.
Cool.
You can edit.
Yeah, it's all right. No, that's cool, man. I get your point. It's like there's a modality that carries the lyrics of the chords.
Exactly.
And it's a musical modality. That's awesome.
Because it goes from that to happiness back to
right. Sad.
Just that kind of a crushing reality.
Yeah.
But then
the sun comes out again.
Exactly.
That's beautiful, man.
The best things in life have duality.
Totally.
To them.
It makes them sharp. Makes them meaningful.
Well, it makes it interesting. That's why a conflicted character, like, I'm just going off the top of my head, the dude from Walter White from Breaking Bad, is a fascinating character because he's a good guy who does in a tragic context, and it forces him to do terrible, terrible things. But that's why that character, and there's tons of other examples.
Cool.
Right?
I get that. I've heard that about that show. The morals are like bendable or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool, buddy. So that sounds good, bro.
The next part, I guess, would be the bridge.
Right. Cool.
And the bridge is pretty simple. It's just B minor, E7, G, D, A.
That's that reggae retard, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Way to know my own.
Yeah, I gotcha. It's cool, man. I remember.
And I'm gonna stuff them down your throat and back to the bridge. I mean verse. That's all the parts to this.
Yeah, that's all the parts. So, like, what I usually say is, like, now that we've got all these key pieces, we can throw the whole song together so you can see how to play the actual song like it will be on your EP.
Okay.
The actual Midnight Daydreams EP. So, cool, man. I'll let you do. I'll do this one because I like it. I like the idea of you doing this as like a figure piece for yourself.
All right, cool.
Okay, so I'll just readjust this camera. This camera. All right, it's all you, Cole, buddy.
All right.
I'll just adjust this just a bit.
The filthy geese in front of Ari Hall make the night dweller feel so small. So cast all your trash in the man-made pond, finding truth and notice reading songs. Clock strikes midnight, so we say goodbye. Curfew's upon us, so choose your side. I laughed and I walked away with a smile, kind I haven't worn in a while. So I guess I'll break even and go back home. I've got the house all to myself. These midnight And if only the fallen could start again, but then again they wouldn't change. Ashamed of their bodies, they hold their souls unto the perverse sells perfume. The clock strikes midnight on these troubled times, which for a moment you could see the light. I'm pretty sure that it's a waste of your time, just waiting for the date of your trial. 'Cause we'll be waiting here for a while.
Groovulous. Hey, well done, man.
Peruvulous. I love that.
Rubles. Yeah, it sounded good, Cole, buddy.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, so that's one down. Anybody, thanks guys for watching. I'm Dustin Cormier, and this is my good friend Cole Hermer. And we're How to Rock a Campfire. Make sure to check out Cole's album. He's got it on, what did you say you got it on?
Bandcamp.
Bandcamp, right. Bandcamp. Bandcamp. We got Cole Hermer. Check him out on Bandcamp. The album that we're doing for the Songwriter Showcase is called Midnight Daydreams, and it's a blasty blast. If you like Bob Dylan, kind of cool poetic stuff, check it out. Yeah, I think you'll really enjoy it. We'll see you guys later.
Cheers.
Cool.
Alright. Awesome.
There's one down. Hey folks, just a reminder to check out my other channel, How to Rock Spirit, where I talk about everything under the sun, from astrology to mysticism to psychedelic yoga to practical materialism and philosophy too. Hope to see you there. Namaste.